Lights burn in Desmond Hall. For this night, a stranger has appeared at the door. A stranger who calls himself Philip Desmond. The ancient fortress seems to moan in the night wind, lamenting with the master of Desmond Hall, crying out against a fate which turns all good to evil. For Jean-Paul Desmond, the return of his brother is not a reunion. It is a dark confusion of mystery.
Very good, but very strong.
Who are you? Now that the others have gone, you can speak freely.
I told you the truth, Mr. Desmond. I'm Philip. Philip Desmond.
But you are not Philip, my brother.
No. Why does everybody think I am?
Because you look like him, exactly.
Exactly? I don't believe that. No two people look exactly alike unless they're twins. I'm not your brother's twin.
May I ask you some questions?
Go ahead.
Why did you come here to Desmond Hall?
To meet you.
Perhaps you've forgotten who you are?
Amnesia? I don't think so.
Well, when you came to Desmond Hall, did you expect to find a Philip Desmond who looked like you?
No, I've never seen Philip Desmond.
Did you expect to see him?
He's dead. Philip Desmond is dead. I've known that for a long time. I wouldn't visit a dead relative, would I?
No. Philip.
Yes?
Do you remember when we were boys? Do you remember the summers when we used to swim and fish, or in the autumn when we hunted in the woods?
I remember all that, the fishing and the hunting, but not with you, Mr. Desmond. I'm not your brother. Where I grew up, all boys swam in the summer and hunted in the fall.
Well, what about your parents? Do you remember them?
Yes, they're dead. I remember them. They used to talk about Desmond Hall.
Did they?
Yes, they did. They also told me about the division in the family. How the American Desmonds disowned my grandfather. That's why we're not as rich as you, Mr. Desmond.
I wasn't aware that there was any division.
People like to keep family skeletons in the closet. My grandfather disgraced the family, soiled the good Desmond name. Oh, so they told me. You've got to read more of the family history. I'm tired. I think I should go to bed.
Well, do you know where your room is?
Philip's room or my room?
Would you show the gentleman to a room?
Hello, Raxel.
You know my name?
Yes. Your name is famous in our family's history. Raxel, the loyal servant. To some Desmonds, but not all.
I came to see you because I was told that you were here claiming to be Philip Desmond.
I am Philip Desmond here. In my own home, I'm called Philippe Desmond.
And are you Philip Desmond, Jean-Paul's brother?
Well, the people at Desmond Hall say I am.
Are you?
I am a long-lost cousin.
My brother is... Philip Desmond is probably very tired. He's traveled a long way and needs some sleep. Would you show him to Philip's room?
But, Master...
To Philip's room. By the way, in the morning, if you need a change of clothes, I'm sure everything in the closet will fit you exactly.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, Philip Desmond.
You're very kind. You're wrong about me, but you're very kind.
Are you sure, Master, about using Philip's room?
Philip didn't object, did he? Good night, Raxel.
Good night.
Desmond. Desmond. Philippe.
Is this it, monsieur?
Yes, that's it. I'll carry it.
It's not very heavy. Is this all you have?
That's all I need.
Come.
You aren't Philip Desmond.
Good for you. I'm happy to meet you.
Well, I wanted to see you, and I have. You aren't Philip, no matter what the others say. Philip is gone.
Gone? I thought he was dead and buried. But now they say I'm him.
They're wrong.
Of course. Good night. I'm pleased to meet you, whoever you are.
Court. I'm Court.
Hello, Court.
You aren't Philip, are you?
No. Not the Philip you know. Good night.
Good night.
I just saw him. He isn't Philip. Isn't he? Then who is he? Philippe Desmonds. There isn't any Philippe Desmonds, but there was. He died at sea, Court. It says here, Philippe Desmonds died in a shipwreck off the coast of Newfoundland in the year 1921. He had no children. The Desmond family ended, that line of the Desmond family, when he died. There isn't any Philippe, or Philip as he calls himself, from that line of the Desmond family who is living today. May I see the book?
It's impossible.
Well, there's seldom any errors in the family history.
He must be a Desmond. He looks exactly like Philip.
I'm not sure that he is a Desmond.
But you think he's Philip, don't you? You think that imposter upstairs is your brother.
You don't want him to be Philip, do you? Even if he was.
Philip is dead.
Are you sure?
No.
But he is dead, you say. I think you know more about Philip's disappearance than you're willing to tell me, Court.
No.
You're a man of many secrets, Court. How is it you are so sure of my brother's dead? How, for instance, did Agatha Pruitt die?
I don't know. I swear it.
I'd like to believe you.
Jean-Paul, what are you going to do about him? The visitor.
Wait until he is rested and until he can prove who he is and why he is here. Just wait.
Well, I can't wait.
Come in. You again.
Yes.
I remember you. I think I met you outside the front door. I think you kissed me, I think.
Philip,
And then you disappeared.
I wanted to see you alone.
Who are you?
I'm Holly.
But what do you do here? Are you the maid, or is your job to greet people at the front door with a kiss?
Please don't tease me like that.
You think I'm Philip Desmond, don't you? Jean-Paul's brother.
Philip, I know you. You've talked to me. Philip, you told me you loved me.
I've never seen you before, Holly. I have never seen you until tonight. I'm not Jean-Paul's brother. I wish I were. You're a very pretty girl.
Philip, why are you doing this to me?
I'm telling you the truth.
No, it can't be. You're Philip. I know that.
If you knew Philip Desmond, you'd know he isn't me. Well, no two people can be completely alike. I'm myself and nobody else.
I never saw you in reality, only in sort of a dream, but I talked to you. I couldn't touch you, but I talked to you. But the moment I kissed you outside the house, I knew who you were.
I don't understand you. I don't understand anybody around this house.
If I've put you off, I'm sorry. I suppose I was awfully forward. But you see, I've never loved anyone before, and I've waited for you so long. Everything in Desmond Hall must be new to you. Oh, I'll give you time, Philip. There's lots of time. May I kiss you goodnight?
Do you think that's wise?
I think that's very wise. Good night, Philip.
Good night.
He is in his room, Master.
Raxel, what do you know about Philippe Desmonds?
He was your grandfather's brother.
And?
He died in an accident. Family does not speak of him.
Why not, Raxel? What did he do to displease my grandfather so much, except by dying by accident?
The family does not speak of it.
Well, I want to speak of it now. Tell me about Philippe Desmonds.
He was disloyal to the Desmond tradition. He was an ne'er-do-well and a poet.
Oh, I see, a poet. That was his crime. He should have written prose.
He lived in this house with his brother. He coveted his brother's wife.
I see. I should like to have read some of his poetry.
It was burned when he left Desmond Hall.
Book burning? That's not in the Desmond tradition, Raxel.
His brother, your grandfather, was enraged and deeply hurt by his brother. Philippe Desmonds was disowned, deprived of every penny. He never apologized, never asked for forgiveness. There was almost relief in this household when your grandfather announced that he was dead in a shipwreck.
Is that all that you know about him?
Yes, Master.
Raxel, who is this man in Philip's room?
I do not know.
I want him to be my brother.
Philip.
Holly,
Yes?
may I come in?
Court?
Yes. I want to see you.
Oh, please, Court, go away.
I've got to talk to you. Have you seen him?
Yes.
I've seen him too. I talked with him.
What did he say? What did he talk about?
He told me he wasn't the Philip Desmond I know, and I believe him.
He's probably changed in a year since you've known him. Well, nobody has to stay at the same all their life. Why should Philip?
He isn't Philip.
Is that what you came to tell me? Oh, Court, I know who he is. I know better than anyone else.
How?
Because I love him.
No, you don't. You love some kind of apparition. This is a man you've never even seen before. He's an imposter.
Welcomed by his own brother, Jean-Paul.
Holly, listen to me.
I don't want to hear it. I thought you were my friend. If you were, you'd want what I want. And I want Philip Desmond.
He isn't Philip Desmond. You don't know what you want. You wouldn't know what you wanted even if it stood right in front of your face. Well, want him. Go ahead. Want this tramp who just wandered in off the road. Won't do you much good, though. He won't be around very long.
Poor Court. He doesn't know. He just doesn't know.
No more of that. What do I remember about this room? Nothing. Did I ever spend nights as a boy in this room? No. Did my mother and father ever buy me a toy carousel, which played by itself in the darkness? No. No. No!
It is very late, Master.
Yes, Raxel? It's late. Have you seen Miss Raleigh this evening?
I took a tray to her room, but she would not open the door.
I must see her before she sees Philip.
She knows nothing of Philip. When she meets the young man, it will mean nothing to her or to him.
He mustn't know the secret. Raxel, I told her about the mark.
No, Master.
I love her. I had to. And in the same delirium, I asked her to marry me.
Such a thing is impossible for you. So long as you are cursed, so long as you are forced to kill.
I know. And I told her that. There's no explanation except the truth.
What did she say?
Nothing. She looked at me with a terrible expression on her face, one of revulsion, I think. Then she ran to her room. She won't speak to me. She won't let me in.
You should not have revealed your secret to anyone.
She loves me, Raxel. That I know. At least she did.
And now your danger is increased. She may tell anyone at any time.
I trust her, Raxel. I must.
Trust her if you will. But if I had my way, she would never leave Desmond Hall. She would die.
Seems I have never loved until now. It's too late. Too late.
Jean-Paul, talking to yourself at this time of night? Oh, I wish you could feel the way I feel tonight. I'm so happy.
Are you, Holly?
Yes, Philip's back.
Holly.
I feel so full of excitement I can't even sleep. I can't come down to get a book. I'm going to get something serious and solemn to bring some shadow into all this sunlight. Well, can you imagine feeling like it's the middle of the day in the middle of the night?
Holly, we don't know who he is, not really.
He's Philip.
Yes, but he says he is not, and we have no way of knowing.
He's your brother. You can't tell me you don't know your own brother.
I want to know him.
Well, then, it's easy. Just open your heart and accept him.
Is that what you did, Holly?
Yes.
And did he accept you?
Well, he teased me, but he's confused and frightened, Jean-Paul. He's been away, lost. No one knows where. Perhaps he doesn't even remember himself. And wherever he was, it was dreadful. He used to tell me about it. How much he was suffering and how much he needed help. Oh, you can't blame him if he doesn't want to remember all that. And if he's blocked that kind of thing from his mind, maybe he's forgotten some other things.
Such as you and me.
Perhaps, I don't know. Oh, but Jean-Paul, he's come back to Desmond Hall. To you and to me. Oh, you don't mind if I love your brother, do you?
No. No, Holly.
Thank you. I don't need this book now. You've calmed me down. I don't need to read to sleep.
Holly, if he is my brother.
Philip, if it's you, I'll use every foul method of necromancy that you have taught me. I'll use ancient curses amulets. Anything, Philip. Anything to get rid of you. I'll even pray to Satan himself.
Raxel,
Like the wild dogs are howling. They know something is wrong.
more shadows, more clouds enveloping Desmond Hall.
There are omens, Master.
Always.
There is an odor of death in the wind tonight. Death moans around the towers of Desmond Hall.
And there is no hope, Raxel. Not one small breeze that promises us happiness.
You mocked me. Then remember, when the young woman came to Desmond Hall, your Helena, your beloved Helena, I warned you. And now I give you a warning about this stranger. He brings death with him.
Raxel, I thank you for the nightly forecast.
Master, listen to me. Whatever evils exist here, whatever curses, are of your own making, your own choosing. Evil does not move in on any man unless he invites it. You, Master, were not content to live life as it should be lived. You called on the evil one for help. You have made your bargain. Live with them, if you can.